Hey guys, MrPopZit here, NPZ Dermatology in Corona, California. Give us a call, 951-270-4494. There's so many of you I see in the comments that need help. Whether you have to travel a little bit or you live in the area that I'm in, make sure to give us a try and we're gonna take care of you. Thanks for popping by. Okay guys, MrPopZit here. We have, you can see when I press down here, most likely a lipoma. I've been surprised before. Sometimes it'll surprise us and be a cyst, but I think this one's a lipoma, just feeling it, the depth of it. We're gonna get her all nice and numbed up, make a little cut, and sometimes these pop right out. Sometimes we have to dig a little bit, but we'll find out and see what's in there. Be back in just a second. We have her nice and anesthetized here all the way out. So we're just gonna make a little linear cut right down the middle to kind of get through the connective tissue down to where the little capsule fat can be. I just want to loosen any connections around it. See how loose. I think it's a little bit deeper in there. I'll have to go. Feel a little tugging, any sting, you just let me know. I'll get you more in there. There we go. A little squeeze, we're going to start seeing. You can get behind it sometimes and push. They'll really start working their way out. It's a connective tissue. Sometimes we have to separate a little. That was part of it right there. It's a little bit bigger than that though, so we're going to go in for pot of gold down there, maybe not just one piece, huh? Okay, fill a little bit this way, trim that out. Everybody's always like, can you take a bit extra? No pinch, right? You good? Good. Funny, that one piece came up right away. And a lot of people ask how you can tell the difference. Yeah, that's the one part of it. How you can tell the difference of a lipoma. You can see these are little fat lobules. That's a perfect size lobule right there. Just little, they're connected almost like grapes are to a vine. You can see that little white connective tissue there. And these are all on top of each other. And you saw that first piece that came out was kind of a bunch of those all together. So sometimes they'll be down in there. You just gotta do some pushing and you'll get them to pop out. There might be just a little bit more that way. Kind of one right here, all connected together. I think was the other side of that little lobule that came out. Yeah, that's it right there. It's kind of cutting it in half. Very good. So that's kind of the other half of it there. There's a big lobule with little bits on the edges. But the whole thing was about twice the size of that little piece we took out. And there was one half that came out first, and then this one. Little rocks of gold. So now we can see that indentation there where she was feeling. Everything is actually soft in there now. No big bleeders. It just kind of pushed away the little fat tissue there. You can see all these in here are just little lobules, and you don't see anything else. It kind of looks like one big piece all together. Just making sure right there. Yeah. These are all individual lobules. So we'll close that down just like that. That'll come together nice, and then she won't have that little bump that she had bulging out there anymore. We'll get that closure ready. Just make sure. I always check to see if there's not a little piece hiding. Yeah, it's just a regular lobule there. Then connective tissue at the bottom. She did great. Okay, I'm going to put in the deep sutures down in here in the pocket. This is the one that's real delicate. Putting that together, you always want to approximate. Do a little bit deeper bite down in the lipoma pocket here. Just to be able to close that. You can dab a little. Thank you. A shadow when I have my light on it. Looks like two pieces of string. Grab for the shadow sometimes. See it right there. Put it all the way down. I've had quite a few people coming in recently with not huge lipomas, but symptomatic. They've been hurting. They say they feel them more than they should on a regular lipoma, and those are usually, in the path has come back, like the last 3, angiolipoma, which is a type of lipoma that tends to be more vascular, more vessel growth, and for some reason tend to be a lot more sensitive. People feel them more. Can dab a little there. So a good deep suture should pull that together. You see how it just gently lays in on itself there, even before I put the topical stitch in. You can dab a little, please. Thank you. Do a little running stitch here. And a little bit smaller suture so you don't have as much of a scar. Do this one here. Even though there's no pop with lipomas, I still do post some of those videos sometimes, just because I think there's something to be learned in each one. It can be interesting, kind of how they form or what's going on underneath the skin. And when you've seen 150 cysts in a row, sometimes it's good to have something different. Dab there. Some people say when they see the deep sutures too, they're like, just put some glue on it. Look how well it comes together. But there's still quite a gap that can be there. So this topical suture is definitely necessary. can do a little pressure bandage. I think there's one little leaky capillary right by there. Make that stop. Pretty good dab there. Can push a little bit, any fluid, yeah. There we go, I can dab. Perfect. Good tissuey version. No, we didn't even really have to. It's always nice when you don't have to cauterize. And you don't really hit any bleeders. We just have the leaky capillaries that have caught off on their own. Looking good here. Everything, that little cut line there just kind of comes together. Gently resting together there is going to heal great with a very thin line. Sometimes, you know, when you're bending down the knees and the thighs and the back, a lot of times there's a lot of stretch. So you can see when we pull on that, nothing moves, it doesn't open. But that can cause, you know, a little bit of inflammation that can make you more prone to getting an infection. So we always watch out for that too. But that looks good, came together nice, and that little bump she had there, now there's a little indent underneath. That fat tissue will push back into place and it'll be like it never happened. So thanks to her for sharing, and thanks for popping by.